Hey, what is going on, everybody? How y'all doing out there? Got ourselves a lovely Tuesday the 3rd. Gonna do a little Battlegrounds. It's gonna be a hell of a week here in MCoC. Last week was a hell of a week. I think by far more positive than negative, but hey, what is a little sweet without at least a little bit of sour? What's going on? Jason Rushing. OG Highline. How you doing, man? Laser Pablo Kuzuri. I think I've been saying your name wrong all this time. Very kind of you to not get too upset with me. Crimson Falcon, what is going on? No worries about the misspell, man. What's up, Hannah? How you doing? Thanks for being here. Old man, easy. I assume you all can hear me. There's always this weirdness on the first stream of the week. On the name misspelled, don't even sweat it. In fact, I accidentally, my name, when I try to write my own name, like in line chat, I don't know why line chat it does this. But we sign up for Paths and War and whatnot. And it always autocorrects to Vegas, like Las Vegas. And then I saw that on some tweets as of late, people are doing their best, man. People are doing their best. You need more units. And so yeah, where I come from, we don't need units. Where we're headed, my friend, we do not need units. Yeah, I just used... I think I had about 1,500-ish saved up, and I use those to buy Elder's Marks for Battlegrounds. I'm in an alliance that, prioritizes BGs and alliance score, and with that alone, I'm sure I will get to our minimum, or at least close to, maybe surpass it. Depends on how many I win and that sort of thing. But here at 4 BGs, we take Battlegrounds pretty seriously. It's a healthy amount, in my opinion. It works out really well for me. It's part of why I'm so happy there. Is I think that just kind of the healthy way they approach the game and stuff like that. It's just people who really enjoy Battlegrounds. Crimson Falcon, no, do not sweat that even a little bit. Not even a tiny amount. I have not played BG since the season started last week. Feel bad. That's exactly where I'm at right now, too. In fact, I will address that. For anyone who's watching on playback, we're basically going to play Battlegrounds today. We might take a few short breaks and do some EQ. You can see I'm still trying to get through that before it ends, and that timer is actually wrong. That's the timer for when I entered EQ last. I'd like to do the gauntlet, get the various rewards from there, and I'm almost done. So we might take a break and do that just so we can chit-chat a little bit. I'm going to always interact with the chat as best as I can, but when doing Battlegrounds, if I'm trying to win, it's better if I kind of concentrate a little bit more on what I'm doing. And if I notice time for a little break, we'll do a little EQ. If anything like totally interesting or whatever comes up, I will, as usual, put the timestamps in. I can see a lot of people enjoying watching the playbacks, which... course makes me happy. That's the whole point of streaming, is to kind of try to hang out with you. So as much as we can create that environment for people who are even watching on the playback, the better. And then before we jump into that question and start our actual Battlegrounds, it's time. It is time. I think, everyone who watched the VBC 5 is aware, but there's our VBC 6. We have VBC champion. He dethroned FinTech. It was a phenomenal match. I don't think I'll spoil anything anymore now. So even if you're already aware, you're like, dude, you spoiled it. I think you can still go back and watch. You're going to learn a lot, including how to beat up on that big bad Serpent, who is big and is bad. I am not debating that. Andrew the Rough, VBC champion, puts his title on the line against the #1 ranked challenger. Like when we were trying to figure out #1 ranked challenger for the first one, like is it going to be Andrew or is it going to be Barrel Man? There was phenomenal arguments on either side of that one. I think these are clearly, two of the apex Battlegrounds predators, if not the two apex Battlegrounds predators here. Andrew the Rough versus Barrow Man. In my opinion, my thinking right now, this is going to probably be the first of many between these gentlemen. We will be getting people back in. You will see Finn back in on this too. This is going to be absolutely live, brought to you by myself in English, Misty K in Portuguese, and Pepe in Spanish. So hopefully you are comfortable with one of those languages and you can watch that and help shout that out for folks, please. With VBC 6 live Saturday the 14th, starting at 10:30 with another, should be pretty interesting interview. I think people are going to enjoy it. It's going to be very exciting. I am very excited to interview them. I am not saying the name because there's still a small chance they aren't able to make it, in which case we will pivot, we will adjust, we'll do something fun, maybe even have another phenomenal interview, because I think those are a good time. So make sure you get that right. VBC 6, Andrew the Rough, champion versus #1 contender, Barrow Man, Saturday the 14th, live at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. Beat it up on, let me say hi to a few people. We'll start BGs and I'll talk about this. What's up, Jay Will? Heavyweight bout. Yeah, dude. I think this is Andrew the Rough versus Sparrow Man one. You know, this is one. And there's so many competitors. Like you got J Will right there in the chat. There's so many competitors who I want to cycle in. We'll talk about this over the stream, but there's so many competitors like J Will that I want to cycle in. I want to get in. They're phenomenal. They're great. And we were going to do this once a month. Now, as we hit the holidays, it might, slow down the cadence a little bit. But my intention is to now try to hit like every 3 weeks, something like that. And just keep that going. Because I have a literal blast doing it. I know the competitors enjoy doing it. And I can tell the audience enjoys doing it. And we involve the whole community. It's like a win-win-win-win-win-win scenario. It's just an absolute win-win-win-win-win scenario. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this. You guys are gonna see my. Oh no, that's no good. My El Gato, the cat. A few people in the audience might know what I'm talking about. The cat. It's not back. Hold on. Don't worry yet. We don't have to start the stream just yet. Got to take the headphone off. I'll be right back. Still not back. We'll get there. We're back. And they say old people can't learn new things. You just saw it right there. You just saw it right there in front of your very own eyes. Old people can learn new things, including how to unplug and plug back in a phone. All right. Let's go ahead and do a little Battlegrounds. Much like Old Man Easy there, you can see I didn't start playing again until, looks like it says a day ago. That doesn't feel correct. Maybe it was just a day ago. I think it was 2 days ago. I will admit I have rather abruptly thrown together a deck. I am obviously aware of the nodes. Let me remind myself real quick. So this Eat Crow, 80% attack is a lot. I got to experience that yesterday with Overseer. I love Overseer. I love that we're getting to use him in Battlegrounds. Just absolutely obliterated a rank 5 Ascended Hulkling. This Power Snack, and then this whole drip feed placebo. That's the mistake I've made in some of my tougher matchups. I just forget about it. Gladiator Circuit, I think it's a great place to have a lot of fun. Kind of similar to what Old Man Easy was saying right there, though, is like some of my opponents just quit out, and I feel bad. I get it; it's a competitive mode, and so, yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? Last week there was just so much to cover in game that I just didn't play. I didn't play World of Warcraft. Man, it shows you how much I played that game and enjoyed it. I did not get to play MCoC very much at all last week. Most of my MCoC time was streaming or he's so hot. I know this commenter. Or streaming or doing videos, just putting so many videos out last week that we just didn't get to play. So, yeah. You know what stinks is I can't hear my game sounds. Even though I fixed it, game sounds aren't back. So that's gonna suck. I really use game sounds for my. In fact, can you all hear me? I'm realizing, can you all hear me? If you guys could confirm, you can. That would be really helpful. I should put in my bands very quickly. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And that. Oh, I'm a little annoyed I can't hear. El gato no puedo oír. But you can hear me. Thank you. Yeah. I'm not trying to make excuses just yet, but not being able to hear is going to be really rough on me. Why are my game sounds not back? This is the worst. This seriously is the worst. I'm not happy about this at all. Why can't I hear my own game sounds? I could hear them. In fact, that's how I knew that everything was working is I could hear the game sounds. Game sounds. Come back. Not going to start singing. Don't worry. I know some of you are probably a little concerned. Game sounds. All right. Well, I'm not going to be able to fix that now. Maybe after the stream or after this match, I'll try to get that all fixed up. Nice. P-Dub, thanks for being here, bud. How you doing? I can't even hear. I can't hear the game sounds, and I can't hear Kazuri. This, man, we just started, and like everything's ruined, man. Old people can learn new things, but their hearing still doesn't come back. Oh, that was funny. That was funny. All right. Might be able to learn new stuff. It's not helping them very much. All right. Pay attention to what you're doing, man. Pay attention to what you're doing. I don't want to pay attention though. This whole match is screwed. What do I got? I got a defender there. We'll be all right. No old people hate on this channel. Oh no, Yusafa, I proved earlier, like about 3 minutes ago. I proved that old people can learn new things, man. My phone apparently came disconnected from my Elgato, and I was able to unplug it and plug it back in, and it worked, man. That's what I was saying. Like old people, man, we can learn new stuff. You just got to give us a chance. You got to give us a little time. You know. We learned to slow down and enjoy life, but now I can't hear. I can't hear my game sounds, and it's really bothering me. What's up, Char? How you doing? Thanks for being here, bud. And what's up, Yusafa? All right, stop being a numbskull. Stop numbskulling this. I need you all. I'm going to rely on you, chat. If I do this fight relatively well, I need you to remind me to put a timestamp because I need to record it for the rank 3 Luke Cage showcase. Boy's good. I did do the Luke Cage spicy meter video, just kind of letting everyone know how good he is. It went out, and I saw a lot of people really enjoying that. Come on, Luke. Luke's my boy. Let's go. I'm going to actually try to not trigger the node because I want people to see like the natural Luke. Let's get that back up. Come on, throw it, dude. There we go. No! You know what? I'm okay with it. I think that was good enough. My little mistake. That's me. That's not Luke. Against a rank 3 Sassy. I don't think we triggered the node for the additional Fury. And if my Luke was awakened, I could have played him significantly more aggressively and shaved a lot of time off of that. Pablo, how do you know I was going to say that? Pablo! You're stealing my lines. You're stealing my lines, Pablo. I see you. I see you, man. I see you. No, Sassy never gained a single stack because he can't with exhaustions. Yeah, that's right, P-Dubs. I guess we all kind of knew that in a weird way, but it wasn't something we were thinking of. And then Spider-Man 2099 was the one that kind of brought that to the forefront. All right. All right, man. All right. Think this through. What are you doing? All right. don't think I'm gonna. This is good. I think I might be getting out strategized here. Their name is funny. Yeah, I know them from the comments. I mean, I guess there's a chance there are other people who utilize this name because it is clever and it is funny. But I know this name from the YouTube comment section. All right. There's a chance that if I can stack a lot of the Furies from the node, that this might go well, but I don't think it's going to go well. Maybe I was wrong. Sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes I'm really wrong. In fact, I wasted about 10 seconds trying to get multiple Furies, and yeah, I wasted multiple seconds trying to get multiple Furies. That was weird. I wonder why I couldn't trigger it. I'll have to go back and read the note. I think maybe because I had the Pierce buff or something, so I wasn't technically triggering it. That's probably what that was, now that I think about it. What's up? Hey, Mr. Nugget, what's up, buddy? Alliance mate, right? Nugget's not a totally unpopular name, so there's a chance it's a different Nugget, but I don't think so. I always think of you as my alliance mate. I had a whole Abs Destroy fam earlier, and I was in disbelief. The 80% attack, I guess. This is the first time I think I've used him and really been paying attention. So, a cap salute, of course, to you so hot. That was eye-opening for me, because I really did think that I was like, I don't know how this matchup's going to go. And so I meant what I was saying. Hulk's kind of busted, I guess. I guess 80% is a lot, right? Okay, I'm gonna unplug this, plug it back in, see if I can get some gain sounds, and then we will continue on. So you guys will. I'll still be here. Actually, I don't know why I'm explaining it so much. This will just go away. All right, come on, bring game sounds back. Bring the game sounds back. See, I can hear them, and then they're gone again. The hell, man. That ain't cool. All right, I guess we'll just have to play with that game sounds. Ghost Dog, what's up? Ghost Dog's here. Hey, what's up, Ghost Dog? Yeah, I did, man. It was just a beard and a cane on the bat signal. We got to come up with a better name for that. But yeah, man, I put out the signal like old people represent. Let's go. Let's get together. In fact, let me see. You guys, I'm blaming you all. I forgot to put a timestamp down for the Luke Cage fight. It's your fault. I'm blaming every single one of you. Yeah, GG's, man. GG's. And I thought that was you, man. I recognized the profile picture. I was like, I know this guy from the comments. What's up, buddy? Thanks for being here. All right. Rank 3 Juggernaut, you gotta go. We are not playing around with that business. We are not doing it. Not gonna do it. Silk's gotta go. And I kind of want to ban that Spidey. I think Spidey's gotta go too, dude. I got a rank 2 Spidey too. I probably should throw him in the deck for fun. You so hot. Thank you for the donation, buddy. I'll get you up there as soon as this is over. Actually, you know what? This is the GC, man. We're here to have some fun. Thank you very much for the donation, buddy. All right. Oh, you did tell me, Papa? Oh, man. See, remember, though, you established earlier, I think it was you. I can't hear you. We gotta get more Luke action. We gotta force Luke in. I think is what's going on. What's up, R7 Skills? telling you, you did. I went right back to Luke. I did. Don't tell him, please. The guy, he's very big. He's very big. He's very scary. Very, very scary. Very scary. Okay, you got to take Domino. Seeing what Hulk did to Photon has me a little scared. Has me a little scared. Not gonna lie. And Millennium here is smart with that Luke in his deck. So I think that Sasquatch, he'll know, or they will know, that they could destroy my Luke or my Sassy. So let's not be doing that. We're taking Photon, but unless we need to, we're actually going to use her on offense. And Kushala. Kushala's my girl. Oh, shoot. Thank you, Pablo. I got to go back and change that because I get that stuff all confused all the time, man. Yeah, I don't want people thinking that this is the GC when it's not. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Yeah, I got to go back and fix that. And I think it's on the thumbnail too, isn't it? Don't you love it when you make a mistake and then you realize it in a time when there's not much you can do about it? That's always fun. All right. We're going to try something that I've never tried before, but I've showcased it. I've shown it. My Luke is not awakened, so this is going to be a little different than what you all saw on the Luke Cage Spicy Meter. If you're interested, you're like, Luke can take Serpent? Yes, he can. Pretty effectively, rank 3 Serpent. It's on the video. It'll go in the showcase I'll be doing later, but it's in there. And Jaeger did it. So we're just going to do our best here, boys. I will be triggering the node. I will have I have no qualms about doing that. What the heck just happened? Oh, that is. Let's see if this one concussion and it doesn't turn it off. That is a bunch of BS right there. I was actually playing that pretty darn well. That is a bunch of BS. Oh, that is really not what I wanted to see. That is very, very unhappy making. It's a little early in the morning to start using bad words. I am very extremely perturbed at the moment. I am not happy. I'll watch that back and see if maybe I had something to do with that, but I don't think I did. I'm really irritated right now. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Dude, that was a bunch of bullshit. What the hell happened? Man, I'm open to the idea that I'm still getting used to Luke or something. His animations are really quick, but like, what the F? You see how long it took someone to convince me to go ahead and lose it? I am extremely displeased. In fact, I'm so upset. I'm forgetting how to play Photon here. I can tell. Can Luke turn off Domino's crit fail? No, I don't think so. I wouldn't think so. Seriously, really irritated. I got to take a break after this one. I'm so annoyed. What's up? Thanks, Rob. Thanks for making me feel like it's okay. It's like I said, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. I can't tilt the clock. Yeah, I'm tilting, dude. I am very seriously freaking pissed off right now. Again, I'm open to the idea. Maybe I mishit a button, and I am on my stream phone, so the whole thing. Still getting used to streaming regularly, and blah 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 blah. But that felt like a bunch of bullshit. All right, here we go. Ain't no time to be whining and complaining. We can do that later. Come on, throw it. There you go. Remember earlier in the stream, we were talking about Overseer. This just ramps the hell out of him. In fact, I don't. Again, I am I'll admit, I am tilted. I didn't play Photon properly, and I'm pretty sure I didn't play Overseer properly just now either. But I'm upset. I'm upset. God damn it! Don't try to tell me to calm down. You calm down. You calm down. All right. And I'm not doing the timestamps like I said I would. Shoot. Luke Cage versus Sassy. Overseer versus Photon. People want to see that. I don't want people missing it. Anyone who's willing to come back and watch this on the playback shit, I want them to know. I want them to see the timestamp. We are, like I said, though, after this match, I'm going to take a second and try to chill out. I feel bad for my opponent because I think for sure they thought they had that one. I would have thought I had it too after the first round. I would have thought I had it too. But I think Overseer is just that guy in this meta, man. That's ridiculous. Do that to a 7-star Photon. What was it? Is that a rank 3 or a? That's a rank 2. So it's a smaller one and a Sig 20. But still, I bet that Photon gets a lot of kills. There's a lot of damage out there. Absolute. All right, we're gonna take a second and hang out with the chat because, like I said, I'm more than irritated at the moment. And then we'll get back to the Battlegrounds action. Oh, I gotta change the thing, man. Making mistakes all over the place here. Making mistakes all over the place. Let's change the. I should be able to change the title, right? How do you do this? And victory track. Victory track. Thank you for letting me know, guys. Any mistake like that, I always want to know as soon as possible so I can get it sorted. And then it's kind of like the reunion crystal video. I was like, it wasn't bad, whatever. And a few commenters quickly pointed out, they're like, dude, you forgot that you got half these crystals for free. I was like, oh my God, I wasn't thinking it through. All right, let's catch up on the chat. Let's catch up on the chat here. Good day, Vega. What's up, Truth Comic? How you doing, man? Thanks for being here, buddy. Hopefully you're still here. This is the road to the. Thanks, Pablo. Hey, Jaeger's here. What's up, dude? Shopping online right now for my next gaming build. Nice, dude. Yusaf's having himself a day. Bummer, but not bad for percent. Thanks, Jaeger. You know what, dude? I think I've seen you do this stuff enough. It was actually feeling kind of natural. I'm still working on building in the heavy, and then not having the dupe. I really want them duped. Thanks, Semicolon Cancer. I appreciate you. I appreciate you siding with me and not the game on this one. You've seen Human Torch and Serpent videos. I haven't seen those mainly. I mean, I've seen thumbnails for them, but I've just assumed so much of it's the meta, right? Like you're not. If I did an Overseer video, which I just won't, because I've got so much content to get out in the next 2 weeks. There's so much going on in the game. But if I did, and maybe I will, we'll see. I don't want to say never, because I do really like Overseer. I will definitely call out like, hey guys, there's a meta that's just ramp. It's not only giving him that passive fury, but it's like particularly ramping him, which is part of what I love about him. So it's like, it's real, it's legit. People put it out, don't give him shit over it. But I don't want to mislead viewers. You know what I mean? I've experienced the same with 5-hit combos, and it just not taking that. Yeah, I don't know if I will watch it back because I'm that irritated. Let's see if anyone answered the domino crit fail, because I don't think so. What's up, Onage? Powers. Oh, okay, Human Torch with the power things you serious damage server. That makes sense. So what's the reason you don't like Stealth Spidey? You forgot to say that last time. Oh, yeah. Okay, so when Stealth Spidey came into the game, and I mentioned this in a video that pissed off a lot of people, which is fine. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. Like, I ain't here to blow smoke up your guys' butts. That's not what we're doing here. I will be empathetic. I will do my best to be compassionate and fair, but I ain't gonna lie to you for clicks and views. You guys know that by now. You're still here. You know that. And it also doesn't mean I'm always right. I get them wrong sometimes. But Stealth Spidey. So Stealth Spidey came into the game. I had it literally was I'm quitting the game. I quit for a while. So I don't know if we can call it a full quit, but I retired like Tom Brady. That's how I did it. And so I was in an alliance, and we were just getting our ass kicked by Thing. It was on lane 4, I believe it was, section 1. There was like these, like, if I remember correctly, like unstoppable nodes or something like that in war. And I was kind of like a battle group leader in a way, but not fully. And I had friends who were actively quitting the game because the fights were so hard. They would place a domino and a Thing, as my recollection. That was a long time ago, so I might be combining some memories. Anyways, like, there was no slow champions in the game. Or actually, I talked to a couple of people, they reminded me that She-Hulk and Spider-Gwen's buff were almost definitely live by that time. They had slow, but there was no skill slow champion. And then, as this is how they grow the game, okay? They put out Thing, and then sometime later they put out a champion who can counter it. And slow, really felt like the best way to counter Thing. And you got to go back, because I know now everyone's like, well, just count the rock stacks. I get it, guys. Like, it's just the knowledge of the player base has grown significantly, and we've developed these skills over time, okay? So Spidey comes into the game, and he's got these 3 pre-fights. One of them is like, what's it called? Web foam or something like that, where he can apply the slow. So again, in those days, you didn't buy the pre-release bundle and get like the 5-star version of 6 stars were the Thing. You just opened crystals. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm very comfortable spending on the game. That's fine. I'm tired of seeing my friends retire. I'm tired of losing wars because of this fight. And I just literally went out and just bought him. And it was not cheap. And I got him. I ranked him up. And his effing pre-fights did not work. It just didn't work. You would click it, and it's it just didn't work. And on top of that, I was definitely not. I'm not as skilled as I am now. I'm not the most skilled player. That's fine. We've been over that. I know that. I acknowledge it. But I'm way better than I was at this time. And his double hit mediums, I think they are, and his animations were just way more than I wanted to deal with. And then I had bought this guy, ranked him up specifically for a use, and his pre-fights just did not work. And I just was like, I'm done. I'm done with this freaking game. I'm done. So that's why. That's why, like, there's so much. You can hear the contempt in my voice about Stark Spidey or about Stealthy. Okay. I hope that was the question you even asked. Now I'm realizing, did you ask about stealth? No, yeah, you did. Okay, you did. What's up, M. Quan? How you doing, bud? T, what's up, dude? Been watching the Cage vid and also the helpful comments from Jaeger. Awesome. Luke just beat up Sasquatch too, and then he had Serpent. He had him, and he let him off the hook. Odie, what's up, dude? No Joe Overseer vid. He's just so good, man. And like, I'm literally looking at my schedule. I got a video that I'm going to put out tomorrow that I hadn't planned to put out till Friday. And I still got to find the time to make it. So we'll see. It might not come out till Friday, but I think it'll be best for people if it comes out tomorrow. Then Thursday, we're live streaming the full event. I want to do the analysis of that. Then Friday, I'm sure I'll open something. And if I don't open it on stream, I'll turn it into video. Then we got a champion showcase Saturday. Sunday, a spicy meter. Then we start all over again on next week. And then next week is also the VBC. So that takes like more time. Just a lot of stuff, man. Just a lot of stuff. I do love my Overseer, though. I love Overseer. So it's cool to have a meta that's ramping him up a little bit. Let me get Snoops online for this. Dude, that was, I think you were there for that. It's funny because the Discord server is older than I don't remember how old it is now. But Snoops and I used to go back and forth on that all the time. It was like a running joke. And I do like Stealthy now. I recognize and will begrudgingly admit that he is a good champion. Heavy on the begrudgingly. See, like this opponent, I'm going to do this, and there's a chance I end up badly regretting it. My one loss was a situation like this, where I was like, I just feel badly for him. And so I banned their worst champions, and then I lost. I got my butt kicked. So I made a lot of mistakes, so that was part of it. But yeah. Pulling out the dentist screen. That's like a go-to, man. I wake up saying, we let him off the hook. In fact, actually lately, dude, because of all this Serpent stuff going on, I've been big on the like, you play to win the game. You play to win the game. Oh man, because like I'm trying to help people, and I do the like how to fight Serpent video, and then I do the like, listen, I agree, Serpent is busted. The dude is freaking ridiculous. But like he was supposed to be. Here's how I think Kabam looks at all this, and trying to help people understand why they left him alone. Try to help them out, right? We don't want people walking around all frustrated, especially for nothing. And and so I'm showing like all these fights of defending Serpents losing in Celestial, in Quantum, in the Victory Track, in the Vega Battlegrounds Championship, like FinTech versus Andrew the Rough, two of the best players in the world. And I'm not over exaggerating. That is not an exaggeration. And people are like, if they can't get a 50,000 score, there's no way they can win. And I'm like, literally, did you open your eyes and see what's on the board in front of you? Like Battlegrounds, I'm not saying he's not busted hard. He is so ridiculously hard. And he is definitely a tier above the next hardest defender in MCoC. I'm not saying the opposite of that. Oh, man. And I'm like, if you just watch and you're able to use some strategy, you'll see defending Serpents losing frequently. But you know what? Maybe it wasn't time. You know what? There's a little bit of being empathetic is recognizing when people are ready to hear things. Let them go through the stages of being upset and irritated. And that's probably a little bit on me. But that's okay. That's okay. I like I said, I've done videos like that before. I upset people really bad, very badly, very, very badly. In fact, I'll have to go back and see what's my least liked video or what's the worst ratio of likes to dislikes I've ever done. Because not too long ago, it was definitely on the buff program. I was on vacation and like there was all this talk about how bad the buff program had become. And I was like, are you all serious? And then they're like, yeah, I'm like, Juggernaut's terrible. I was like, I don't think he's terrible. I will admit that I hadn't recognized how good he was yet. Hold on, I got to concentrate. Cool. I was hoping he'd throw that special right away. This is not good Kushala gameplay. Yeah, I'm not surprised I finally made a mistake. I got too worked up in my story time. Come on, Corgi. I don't remember what my opponent had. I had totally lost into story time. In fact, if you guys want to hear the end of that story, you're gonna have to remind me where I was even at. I don't want to lose because I'm being a numbskull. Yeah, Bullseye will do that to folks. Bullseye will do that. Does anyone know, is Dust fixed yet? I know she was bugged a little bit there. All right, let's focus up, dude. Focus up. Domino's a good defender. Shoot, I wanted to force in Luke, but I'm not sure how that works out. And I wanted to save Luke in case I ended up having to win round 3 against America. So yeah. All right. Hulk should just obliterate this guy. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to overcomplicate this fight. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Catch up on chat and maybe go back to story time. I'm in 585. If you'd like to fight my Serpent, I can give you points. What? When you say it so nicely like that, that does sound like collusion, though. So we got to be a little more discreet about it. Let me get okay. Story time with Uncle Vegas best. It takes me into lane for the good old days. I don't know, man. The good old days were a time of turmoil and distress. Lord Gar, what's up, bud? Pulling out okay there. That's how we got started on that. Find out why I like Luke for Dust so much. It's because she has 18% crit resist. Yeah, dude, the Sunder on Luke, it's like he's so meta relevant. I think that's one of the things with Luke, and I think that's one of the reasons why it's taken so long for a lot of people to really catch on to how good he is, or even just that he's good at all. Is I think like we've played the game for so long, a lot of like what he does doesn't seem immediately powerful. I know I even fell prey to that. Like I was like, I'm pretty sure he's good, but I'm not sure how. And then like, you know, obviously you caught on very early. We're finding out more and more how great Sunder is, right? Takes I think I misphrased it in the video, but it takes crit resistance down to 0. So you know, a champion like who I always think of Doom. I know Doom's who I always think of that. I think very soon as a community, we're going to start thinking of Serpent, who I think ironically has a lower crit resistance than Doom does. What's up, Oracle? Too many science champs at one rank. It's a good problem to have. Absolutely, buddy. This meta comes along. It doesn't help. This meta is not helping at all. Pretty sure Dust is still bugged. Okay, too busy fixing Kingpin. God, like that one. I like, you know, after a week of people misinterpreting me, they thought I was like defending Kabam. I'm like, again, if you know my channel, if you understand what I'm saying, I'm not attacking Kabam, and I'm not necessarily defending Kabam. I'm explaining what's going on in the game that you play. Like, That's it. But I understood that a lot of people felt like I was defending Kabam. And the Kingpin thing came out. I was like, I just want to sit down and stream. I was done with work for the week. It was later on a Friday than I normally stream when I'm done with work. But I was like, I just want to stream. And I asked my wife, I was like, hey, are you cool if I stream for like, I don't know, it could be like 3 hours, you know, because it's a little earlier in the day. And she's like, yeah. Me and the kids will take care of stuff. When you're done, we'll all have dinner. I was like, great. And then I sit down and I'm like, I see the patch notes, like someone had put them somewhere. It's like, you've got to be effing kidding me. Like, do I think it makes Kingpin significantly worse? Absolutely not. I think, like, if you're using Kingpin for ability accuracy reduction of over 100%, like, those are the most niche cases, and there's other champions that I think are vastly superior. I think it's very rare, and I don't think we'll even move Kingpin down in the tier list at all. Like, literally at all. But it was just one of those, like, guys, like, this is where little stuff like this is what makes it harder for the rational community to be understanding for the big stuff like Serpent. This is where, like, I think the rational community is like, all these little things add up. And then when the big important stuff like Serpent, where you need the community to be like, okay, I'm gonna trust that they know what they're doing and they have a plan, and that they have the best intentions. We might disagree, but whatever. It's like this is the little stuff that makes that harder, you know? That's all. Yeah. King Luke, been an amazing round 3 for me, putting up 50 go. Almost, dude, nice, see? So as usual, get to SB2, more evade, and whatever else. Jaeger. But the pig just got obliterated. Yeah, dude, science champions with this meta, because they're getting an 80% attack increase. Finally back live. My phone bugged out hard. Well, nice. Thanks for being here, Mr. Gar. Lord Gar. Compared to Neurodark, when he came out and people weren't like Super Jazz, then over time it's like, ooh, yeah, I can see that. I from your formatting, I don't think he's like Nimrod, but from your formatting of like slow initially and not so sure, then realizing it, yeah. Like, I remember when I first started comparing, I started covering Nimrod, and it was before I even like fully understood how to play him, but I was like, this guy's just dominating stuff. And I started talking about, like, look, there's mutants everywhere, but also there's healing and prowess. We're starting to see it on nodes and in various places. And I was like, guys, this is wild, you know? And it took a bit. Once I compared him to, like, Torch, that helped out. And I think people understood what I was talking about. You know, like, Nimrod was to prowess and healing what Torch was to energy damage. And then, of course, they dominated a class. Nearwin, I miss you too, man. I was thinking about you the other day in a good way. It was but it was about like how I think the fight that made me be like, I need to leave tier 1. It was that Sorcerer Supreme Serpent, because I was thinking about Serpent, and then I remembered your response to it. Cracked me up, dude. Nearwin, look, you're trying to make me lose here, man. You're trying to make me lose. You're distracting me. Hey, what's up, Red Boy? Oh, this is me. I'm up. Yo, what's up, lads? Thanks for being here, bud. Mr. Steele. What's up, buddy? Oh, you were in the shower when you were thinking about me. I mean, you picture what you want, bud. That's gonna cost extra though. That's gonna cost a lot more, man. I don't even have a membership level for that yet. I got to get one. Everyone, you know, I blame this on the chat. I blame this on you guys. I came in saying things like, I'm perturbed. I am disgruntled. That's how I started off the stream after an input issue. And you guys immediately got me saying bad words. Now we're making adult jokes. This isn't Vega at night. This is Vega in the morning. It's still in the AM here, man. You guys. All right. I got to focus up. This is the one thing. It's like when I do Battlegrounds, I got to pay attention to what the hell I'm doing. Yeah. I seen that Mr. Sinister. And this is one of the things to talk is like, I'll total the what it'll be the deals. Like the get Nightcrawler was just it was too rich for me. I was like, that's not what I want to do. Um, but but for 7 star Sinister, and I think his signature ability at like Sig 1 is really nice, right? Because I think you get three um those three bonuses at a pretty decent level. So I think I want him awakened. I'm taking that guy to rank 3, man. I don't know. Curious what you all are thinking, but that's where I'm at. I actually may consider it. But I think we get an awakening gem on Thursday from the deals, and I will be shopping those deals. So, but there's so many good champions in the saga that I want to awaken. I don't know. This is part of what I want to analyze on Thursday. Lads, do you know what you're doing for the saga and all that? I think it's going to get really complicated, dude, because of how long some stuff's going to take. Like, I don't think there's a too quick of a way. Um, I got to focus on what I'm doing. Domino is not a champion one can just, yeah, see, that's what happens when you try to just talk and fight her. Yeah, yeah, I deserve this. I deserve this. All right. I don't remember my opponent's matchup on the other side, but I don't think all hope is lost yet. This is, oh, that's not fun. Okay, all hope may be lost, but I'm still not going to give up. Dude, this domino is having her way with me. Geez, I'm lucky to be alive. I played that so bad. I got to pay attention here. I don't want to come out with a loss when I should win. Yeah, well played, Red Boy. They're making me laugh too. They know the weakness, man. They know my weakness. You start having fun with me in emojis, you're gonna get me distracted and having a good time. Yeah, that's my AK. The domino did do a lot of the domino stuff. That's her though. I just started off like a numbskull. I started off like a numbskull. That's my fault. Um, let's see here. Um, let's see if Papa Luke can do this. This is where I always try to remember Campo's Jessica video. I fight so few of them that I rarely really spend the time to get to learn her. And I don't want to cheat. I don't want to take a win away from Bread Boy. I think we got the win there. We got to focus up, man. We got to focus. I think it's really tempting to keep Shocker for offense. I don't know, Paul. You know, I'm messing up so much here that we should though. All right. I want to think this one through. I'm curious. What will those in the chat know? What will Silk do to the stuns of Shocker? Let's still it's a passive stun with her or stun debuff. Will it mess up her rotation at all? I don't play Silk very much at all, so I actually don't know. Come on, dude. I was very uncertain how I did that. If I was going to go, let him throw the specialty. Yeah. Hey, great match, Red Boy. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome. I like seeing that. All right, let's get back to the matter at hand. Where were we? I was talking and all this stuff. The shotgun gem could be useful for Weapon X. Yeah, let's bring that up. I'm annoyed because I know the Kushala versus Domino matchup, and I was just busy yapping. All right, let's take a look at it, right? Because we should be able to see Saga Attacker. I think, right? Saga Attacker, Saga Defender. I think shows us the. This will be the new Saga, right? Or is this the old one? Yeah, this is the old one, isn't it? I thought there was a way. Yeah, I thought there was a way to see the current one. Yeah, there it is. Is this it? Danny and Kushala are wow. There are some good champions, dude. I mean, this is like I will cover all of this. But for me personally, I mean, Awakening Luke, he's sitting right there. But it'll be tough to like knowing that Sinister's coming along. We don't know when Sinister's going to come to any other crystal. Luke is in the Titan now. So, I mean, eventually, right? You figure you'll pull him. Silk, eventually I'll pull her. That's part of why I haven't really messed around with her too much. Dust becomes a better defender as she's awakened for sure. I've meant what I said about Morbius and really liking Morbius and wanting if he was awakened. I don't know if I'd immediately rank 3 him, but he'd be on my short list. If you're like, dude, that sounds insane. Check out Nagase's channel. He's done some R3 Morbius stuff. It's really impressive. I just don't play Professor X enough, but I think his awakening is a really big deal to simplifying how to play him. White Tiger, obviously, in what she can do. A lot of people have showcased that, shown her against like Serpent. Again, like I think it's important we look for answers. She's definitely one. A pretty darn good one, actually. Spider. Okay, so this is interesting too. There's starting to be ways to awaken your CCP challenge champions. I originally was going to go Masakre. I don't know if I'm ever going to do him, man, just because of me and my time. But if I ever did, I'm now thinking I'll actually take Spider-Man Stark and double him up. I was going to go Masakre, but just the way Battlegrounds continues to go, I think if somehow you're lucky enough to have Ultron, I mean, pulling him, he's probably the most rare champion in the game. 7-star Ultron. Okay, let's look at this. Shaka also reduces passive stun time. Thanks, Dad. Looks like it didn't slow down my enemy, or not my enemy, my opponent. He was my enemy for a few seconds. He shortens passive stun. Thanks, Truth. Okay, well, they figured it out. They did all right. And my own not having enough faith in Overseer. If I had had more faith, which is what I ended up doing to try to speed it up, if I had just gone, half a second faster, then Overseer wins that for me. That's my own fault. Just curious, you guys use the Winter Soldier relic on. And we will get back to Battlegrounds. I'm just taking a short break. There you go. Great for Kate. It's particularly good for, it's really good for Kate. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say it's not. I like it on Masakre too. It's not like it's not perfectly synergized for them. A champion that it's like very well synergized for is actually also Bloodstone. I believe she's even called out. Yeah, she is. Let's see why. The energy vulnerability debuff's obviously really nice. And then this critical damage rating is great, right? She's critting enough when inflicting Incinerate. So you can see that. And then with the reason why it's not like perfect for Kate is it specifically calls out cold snap debuffs. And then where is it? I want to show you. There's one that's really nice. Campo covered it in a video. It's not this one. Here it is. The next heavy attack refreshes 1 cold snap debuff on the opponent. It does have a cooldown of 30 seconds, which I forgot about once in a war fight, which made it kind of funny, but I figured it out. But that can be really great for some of the utility for Elsa Bloodstone. This was one of I don't know if I even ever did make the Winter Soldier Relic video. It was on the docket. Like, seriously, me and the Illuminati guys spent so many hours going over all the relics to create the tier list. And also, like, the intention was to make a video on every single relic. They performed so badly that it was actively hurting my channel. Like, not only just from an efficiency standpoint of like my own time creating them and organizing them and making them, to then have them do poorly, but like the thing that YouTube kind of does that I'm starting to feel more and more confident on, because there used to be this idea that like live streaming is bad for your channel and leaving them live and like whatever. But I talked to people like, well, I don't know if Lags is still here, but he helped me a lot with this. Was like, it's not that live streaming is bad. What it in and of itself, what it is that if your regular viewers, and this is something YouTube will like tell you, like your regular viewers are clicking on this more, and you can tell so YouTube starts suggesting it to more people. That's like one of the things they definitely look at. And so like if your streams aren't being clicked, if you leave them live and your regular viewers don't click on them at all, and you do that enough, YouTube starts like being more open to the idea of like not suggesting your videos out. I'm sure there's so many more formulas. It's not that simple, right? It's the YouTube algorithm. But there was that kind of idea, particularly in the MCoC community for a very long time, that like live streaming and leave them lives was like actively bad. Like Brian Grant was such an outlier on all these things that I hadn't been doing that. And I actually did notice it, or at least it felt like it was happening with the Relic video. So that's why I just didn't, I think I've made like 6 and then didn't go. But some of them I know very well, like the Winter Soldier. So that was interesting you asked about that one. I need to drink a little water. I think I saw Frodo here a bit ago. What's up, buddy? The baseball keeps getting diluted the way I wouldn't trust eventually pulling him. You're absolutely right. And if you, well, you don't need to go back because I'll just tell you. Although if you want to go back and watch some of the videos, I'm very okay with it, is the interview with Crash. That's something that he was kind of, I think, I don't know if he explicitly said it as much as that was like an insinuation or something we should pick up on from what he was saying about the Titan crystal. Like the Titan crystal in big picture, right? You got to like take a step back a little bit on these things. Will continue to get stronger because they'll be adding more and more of the best champions. Like if you think of like, obviously my tier list and other tier lists, the farther they are to the left or however people are formatting them, those champions are starting to come in, right? Like we're seeing Hood, definitely Luke Cage, although he hadn't been up there yet. And Superior Iron Man's really good. And so I think those sorts of champions will come in more and more. And so it gives you a chance to get your best probability or chance. It's not a probability, but chance to get one of those champions. Additionally, the 7-star crystal, as it gets broader, your chances of getting the one you want have become diluted, as Pablo was saying, making the Titan crystal even more premium just by virtue of it being more limited. So there's something right there, right? I'll catch up on chat just a little bit more, and then we will do another Battlegrounds. Bitter saying, in my opinion, if you have one of the champs that aren't in the base pool, loyalty, encouragement, gifting card, and any other exclusive champ, you like them, I think use the gem on them. I need to do the math on it. Like that's what I was saying is like, what will it really cost buying daily deals to get Sinister? Like, I'm not going to go back to my, full on crazy whale days. Like I'm pretty set here. I'm really happy. It's working great for my channel, making videos for you guys. Like I still have more videos I want to make than time I actually have to make them. So in my spending, there is definitely like how much fun playing the game am I having? I think that's an important part of my channel is like that I'm actually having fun and enjoying it. And then also, how does the spending allow me to make videos and showcase things and do streams and things like that? So I'm going to have to think that through. I don't want to just because I can spend the money doesn't mean that I want to, as far as that's concerned. So, but I agree as like a general blanket idea, I 100% agree with what Bitter's saying there. I know about your reunion BG Shillis. Who would you choose between Pun 99 Dupe or Pun 99 Dupe? I have a small tech roster, but don't want to overlook Man Thing for defense. Ismail, I think Man Thing's a good defender. Don't get me wrong. And if a deck doesn't have answers to him, he's just gonna obliterate some people on defense. Andy was in chat. Andrew the Rough was in chat recently, and I was asking if he thought Man Thing would be enough to shift a meta. He said he didn't really think so because a lot of like your more mature Battlegrounds decks will already have answers to Man Thing in them through Titania, Spider Ham, and there was one other Science Champion he mentioned. It made a lot of sense to me. I do think Man Thing's a good defender, though. I just think if you're going to use Punisher 2099, that Awakening is just so nice. Like he's good without it. Don't get me wrong, but I think if your roster's a little smaller, maybe you're still going through story quests or these sorts of things. I wouldn't. Not that I wouldn't worry about Battlegrounds. I think it's always smart to have that going, and like we talk about with the Battlegrounds tier list. But I think the Awakening on Pun 2099 is going to allow you to take even more fights in Battlegrounds and things like that. And he's not a bad defender. So you're getting other good advice in the chat, though, here. All right, we're going to queue up for BGs again, and I will kind of focus on that, and then we'll get back to the chat. What's up, Dr. King? Some good options for Necropolis Silver Centurion. I think by the time I got to them, I was already just like using Aegon, who I loved. I thought I really enjoyed using Aegon in Necropolis, and I should have made those videos, man. Damn. Bitter, if you're still here, buddy, maybe you're listening, do you recall who you used? I think people ended up saying that Dr. Doom ended up being pretty good. Silver Centurion was one of those really tough fights. Hulk for Man Thing. Thanks, guys. All right, let me focus up so I don't get my butt kicked again. I mean, I might get my butt kicked, but I want it to be because I just did, not because I was yip-yapping. I don't know. Why would I do that? All right. I'm okay with that. Gilly 2099. You know what? I may have used Gilly 2099. She was awesome for some fights. We're going back to the Silver Centurion. All right, focus. More and more as with the big sales and things coming up, it's time to start, I think, thinking about big mass rank ups. And I think I'm going to be taking up a Tuma soon. I wish it was a little higher sig, but that's still enough. And I don't know. Today, it was actually literally almost all morning that was in the back of my head that I think it's time to take up a Tuma. Good defender in Battlegrounds, like can stall just enough. And almost everyone takes damage back, or they take a long time. Huh. I'm not in love with what I see here. Okay. I think I went too heavy on defenders. Because Red Skull, this is another meta that's just not gone Red Skull's way as far as being a dual threat, made him more of just a pure defender. That's definitely what we're seeing. And then, of course, they get their Shuri, which makes drafting a rank 3 116 Shuri. Should have caught that. That makes drafting a Tuma early a really bad call. A really bad call. All right, it is what it is. We'll get through there. We'll get through it. We'll get through this together. Okay, so they use Shuri there, which has me kind of wanting to hold on to my Domino now. But I've got all these defenders. I need to use them. So we're gonna go with it. Maybe we can get some crit bleeds. You know what's weird? Anyone else feel like their Domino is not working offensively as well as she used to like 4 months ago? I'm not looking to start like a bad rumor or anything. I don't think they did anything to her. But I do feel like she's just not. Let's see. I am lucky. Yeah, it's just like my Domino. I used to have the best luck with her. Hmm. Yeah, and there he goes. I was hoping to leave myself open, have him throw it, and I was hoping for a crit bleed after he went to a second life. And I was playing this fight very, very safe, like very simply and safe. And there we go. That's what I deserve. Hey, what's up, B? Featuring also works for Silver Centurion. There you go. Okay. And B would know. Could Enchantress work? I don't know. Grass MCoC. Oh, man, I could have won that too. Grass MCoC has done a lot of stuff with her, like a full like hour long showcase. You might want to check that out. I mean, she's good in long form. She's very, very good. R3 Tuna does so much damage. Also, chance he will get to 20 charges and go unstoppable. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to rank up. I see Dab in the chat. Like my eye caught it. I'll come back to Dab. Dab knows BGs really well too, and I'm curious what other BG players are saying. I think I've lost here though, so might be reading that chat a little sooner than I want to. It ain't over yet, though. It ain't over yet. Did not expect that. I did not expect that. I'm just curious who they use here. Oh, they use Kindred. Interesting. I think that was a smart call on their part to place Titania. I guess they don't want to place Kindred because of Overseer. This is an interesting one. All right, let's go. All right, Pickles did his job. Trying to make sure she didn't throw her haymaker before she threw that special. That would have stunk. All right. They're almost definitely going to place Onslaught, right? And Photon. Yeah, Mike, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking it almost doesn't matter who they place for me. I had drafted Wolf for Onslaught, but I kind of was forgetting about the meta here. I think it's got to be Overseer regardless. Placing this hopefully stalls them enough because, yeah, I don't even think I'll have to play too fast. I mean, with good luck and everything and great skill, they might nuke it with Photon, but I think I'm willing to take that chance. I won't play over aggressive here. Just kind of let this play out, trigger the node. I think the trick is, do I wait to get to my SP2 with Overseer, or is he ramping fast enough to just go SP1? Let's just see how the fight's going. I haven't practiced my Onslaught SP1 punish in a while. Damn it, and the crushed. And we got to go for it. And I don't have the node. I am playing this so poorly. Yeah, this is all my fault. This is for not knowing basically what I'm doing. Yeah, that's all my fault. I had it too. Very, very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. I was like talking it through as I was fumbling it. Okay, let's go back to the chat. Silent Domino Nerf wasn't covered by Vega. I tell you, I used to have phenomenal luck with her. I had phenomenal luck with her. And maybe it was just a period of like beating the odds, and then now I'm having the other side as RNG starts to like balance out. It's in your head, Domino Spirit. Yeah, basically saying that. Agreed. Pop in here. What's up, buddy? I know there's a lot of negatives in the game at the moment. There's also way more positives than last few years. Great new content. Oh, absolutely, dude. That's why like I'm still extremely positive on the game. It's what allows me to interpret things the way I do. I think this game compared to where it was like 4 and 5 years ago, oh my God, it's like not even close. As far as just like the people overseeing it, making it, the what I see them trying to build and things like that. Dab saying, what a strange guy. It's far enough back in the chat, man, that I've lost it. Hey, good job to my opponent. It looks like I didn't need to go fast at all. I should have had more faith in Red Skull. Overseer, Messiah. Hey, what's up, Messiah? What's up, Bride? Mr. Negative Cheese. That's right. Yeah, a couple people put out some videos on that. It is really cool to see. We got to get back to this. We got to get back on track. We were doing well, having some fun. Is it? It's 11. I have to always remember that I'm in an alliance that actually tries to be competitive in BG scores. I'm always tempted to like check my score, and then I remember I can't. I should not show it. I know it's early, but still. On side species is way less time consuming this one, so you can win the match for you. Yeah, I think it's time to try to learn that really well. I just spent so much time learning the SP1 punish to try to get that down. That's what I'm used to. I totally fumbled that fight. It was easily winnable. I did not catch the super chat. Pablo, is that from you, bud? Thank you for please. I mean, it's never bad to repeat yourself in my chats, not spam, but especially if you've donated or supported somehow. I definitely want to see that and recognize it. Right. Need to pay a bit more attention. I think I've gotten up to a high enough place where the decks are pretty good and the players are pretty skilled too. Thank you, Pablo. I would really appreciate that because if someone donated, like I said, I definitely don't want to. I definitely don't want to not respond, even if it's via accident. Shoot. I think we'll have to go Fury. Okay, my Chavez is gone. My Titania is gone. My Quicksilver is gone. It's interesting. All right, got my two science boys. I've totally forgotten to continue with the timestamps. See, I got all tilted early. That's the problem here. We were playing well. I was playing really well. And then the tilt. Then the tilt came. What do we got defender wise here? Yeah. I thought I banned the Serpent, the Symbiote Supreme. I could have sworn I did. Maybe I didn't hit it in time. And so the Bullseye got banned, which stinks. Hmm. What did they end up actually taking? Okay. Yeah, game did it for me. All right. Michael Breeson. Okay, thank you, Michael. I hugely, greatly appreciate it, and we will get that up on the board. If you asked a question and you're still here, please repeat it. But I will go back and search it. So yeah. All right, we got a race. My Luke's not awakened, so it's a little bit different. I got to be a little bit more mindful of the power gain. Did not need the heavy yet, so that's a bit of a waste. Didn't need to yet, but I want to refresh it. Get up a big concussion. We're doing too much damage, actually. And there he goes. Just one concussion takes it down. Pretty powerful concussion. Glad we took the time to get those exhausts. I think we fought a 7-star earlier in the stream, but there you go. Wasn't able to play super aggressive because I don't have him awakened. I'm not telling you that's a 50K score. I'm not trying to lie to you, but what I am saying is you don't always need to get 50K to win in Battlegrounds. Think of this more like chess. Like I'm going to start maybe analogizing Serpent to like the queen. It's how you use him. Okay. He is big. He is bad. He is a step above any other defender in the game, in my opinion. What I'm saying is I think he's supposed to be a strategic tool in Battlegrounds. And I, you know, whether you agree he should have been nerfed or not, I think he's here. Let's help people continue to get better at it. Let's continue to help people get better. Luke versus Serp. It's 125. And I got to check the SIG on that. It wouldn't have mattered whether that's a SIG 1 or a SIG 200 because we canceled it out. But yeah. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you shouting it out. Michael's incapable of being wrong. I love it. I love it. Thanks, man. A huge thank you for the tip and the donation support there. All right, let's not fumble this. Let's not let him off the hook. What are we doing? Why? Who are we? How did we get here? All right, let's go. I'm confused. Who are all you people? Where'd you come from? This is so tempting. Let's see. I want to see how this goes. I want to see what happens here. I truly don't know. The node's going to make this. Actually, maybe not. Okay, I'm genuinely excited about this. Let's be smart here. Let's take our time. I don't think we need to hurry. Throw it, dude. Come on. You're a jerk. Yeah, Wolf. Woo! That was fun. That was fun. That was really, really fun. I almost howled, man. Oh, 49.99.99. Oh, Wolfie boy. What was that? Wolf versus Sinister? Immediately after. So, like, what, probably 27 ish? Nice matchup to my friend here. Did you guys know that Wolf could do that? I was wondering about that. Now, ideally, I get back to my special too. The thing I was thinking of, and this is credit to, I think it's MSD and FinTech, were the ones who helped me understand this, because I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here with Wolf. And a lot of you may know this, but some of you may not. I know I definitely didn't. Go away. That is one of the most annoying things in this game. Where is it? Where is it? So it's the Curse of Lycanthropy, right? Where is it? Here it is. So Werewolf by Night gains 70% flat rupture debuff ability accuracy. And I was like, what's the point of that? Like all of his attacks and everything, or like all this, like there's no chance to get, I couldn't see why. Like I wasn't upset about it, but I was like, oh, maybe it's like a defensive ability, or And so I asked in CCP, and I'm almost positive it was MSD and Finn. If it was someone else, I apologize. You know me well enough to know I'm just spacing on who the other person was, and I'm sorry. And they immediately called out Maestro, and I was like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's part of what helps Wolf be. Thanks, Gandu. Gandu's putting it right there, Maestro. But if you push Serpent, or not Serpent, I got Serpent on the brain. I got Serpent brain. I got Serpent on the brain, man. Got to get rid of that. If you push homie here to his SP2, can't even think of his name, Sinister. So this concussion, reducing ability accuracy by 100%. I did not realize it was that strong. That is a strong concussion. That is a very strong concussion. And so what I was hoping to do was push him to his SP2s. He's going to throw this. I can evade it. Even though I have the concussion on me, I can still throw my SP2 and land my ruptures. I'm going to have to watch that back on playback to see how it fully worked out. But that worked out very, very, very well. Now, if this was like a rank 3 7-star, obviously we would have some problems. But without the power gain from the node, I don't know. I'm not claiming that Werewolf's like the best Sinister counter out there. Clearly, he's probably not. But I think in a pinch, and it kind of just shows how great Werewolf is. XCN Notex. I can't wait to get some start. Me too, dude. I'm so pumped up. Like we've been kind of talking about that. Sub 50K. Worthless. Throw it. It's in the trash, Kazuri. 50K or nothing on this channel. That's all we see. Wow, you could. What's up, Depression Seat? How you doing, man? Yeah, I had some 2 really bad BG performances in a row, and I was like, come on, now. Come on. Vega, I have a new name for you. Werewolf by Goat. Oh my God. No joke. Do you mind if I use that in a t-shirt? I'm not kidding. One of my many little projects to add as I continue to do more with this channel is I think I've got some really fun t-shirt ideas. And I love making t-shirts and wearing them. And that is just chef's kiss, my friend. Will the Crystal Cleansing event have individual milestones for all of them? I honestly don't know, dude. And I think it's supposed to be pretty like for mid game players. And it sounds like there's some aesthetic stuff like not relics, profile pictures and stuff. I think they're being really honest when they're like, we're just looking to kind of like test this tech. Is it working? That sort of thing. So we'll see. I hope it's fun, at least for people. Check Teddy's tags. Michael, dude, I can't believe I keep forgetting, man. Based on your profile picture, I think you understand that I might be a man with great intentions who messes up a lot. I don't even, how much is it? Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that, Michael. Did you have a question though, bud? I'm realizing I think I asked that and then I got sidetracked by Wolf. You see the Wolf though, man. You can see how someone would get easily sidetracked by that. Trying to thank you, Pablo. That is not like seriously like hit me. You can come in. There's a door right there. Just walk in, slap me upside the head a few times if you need to, man. You know my address. You know the code to get in. One random one from in your toast. That's the game though, right, man? That's the game. You got to live on the edge, man. If you're not living on the edge, having some fun, chancing a random SP1 from Sinister, why are you even playing the game? Why even play? Truth comment. Is there really going to be a tremendous difference between R3 Sinister and R5? I feel like the dupe and stick helps him quite a bit. So actually, Truth Comic. So for those who don't know, Truth Comic, I like shouting people out, but they're all real. Like I don't say someone's really smart about the game if they're not. This guy's really smart about the game. He doesn't know it, but I enjoy watching this channel. I try to stop by the streams, and I was actually wondering about that because I'm very excited about Sinister. Now I can see how like questing this is a big deal, right? Or could be, or extremely helpful. But in a battleground scenario, Wouldn't just even Sig 1 be great? Maybe it'd be more helpful if I pull it up on Aunt May so you can see what that looks like at Sig 1. Let's pull this up. Mr. Sinister. Okay, so he's not going to be available on Aunt May as a... he's not going to be available as a 7-star, so we're not going to be able to see that. But you can see what that signature ability is like at just Sig 1, right? Yeah, true. Like, just again as a side, you guys know my streams. We'll do at least a couple more, or at least one more Battlegrounds match. I promise. We'll get to it, but just a little thing here. Oh, I'm still skipping your message, Pablo. Sorry, buddy. Trying not. I thought you were running. Michael donation had a question tag. Titania is no longer Vanguard, and Teddy is no longer Tactician. Wait, what? You know what? Raids was bugged. That is bad. Here, guys, let me check and see if CCP is aware of that so I can get you guys an answer, because I know a lot of you are probably looking to do your raids. And I signed up for Vanguard specifically due to Titania. Are you guys are sure on this? Titania is no longer Vanguard? Can you guys see him looking this up? You know what, buddy? I'm still seeing her as Titania with Vanguard. Let me know if I'm missing something there, Pablo. If I'm not understanding the question, maybe. Oh, and truth. Yeah, I it's always a weird thing for me because just the way when I'm often watching streams or whatever, I often am very hesitant to say hello because, I want to say hello and then I want to talk. And I know as a streamer, if I see a familiar name, I want to be able to say, hey, how you doing? Maybe even ask a question and whatever. And I know that what I'm doing, I might get a phone call or I might be having to really invest in the message or email I'm writing. And then I can't interact. And then I'm like, shit, it looks like I just showed up and said hi and bolted, which I didn't do. And so I just often just kind of lurk. All right. So back to the question at hand, though, is I look at this signature ability. This is just Sig 1. This is a 6-star rank 5. And if I'm reading it correctly, the second bullet point is Mr. Sinister fights each fight with 3 of these effects and random. So I'm talking now about Battlegrounds use only. Okay. And this is very limited to just Battlegrounds. And why I'm thinking the 7-star rank 3, but please correct me if you think I'm wrong here, is, 10% increased special damage, increased critical damage rating by 118. This isn't bad. I think the big one is the Cosmic Node with the Fury, increasing attack by 423 when his attack is, 4,230. So what would it be at even Sig 200? And this might be Truth's point. Yeah, that's almost triple, isn't it? It's almost triple. Did I update the game? No, I did not. Here, while we're doing the Sinister talk, why don't I update the game? You guys want to see that? Oh, well, do I want to update the game? The way you guys are saying it, maybe I don't want to update the game. I'll update the game because I think it's helpful to what we're discussing here. I forgot the update even came out today. There's no buff today, right? There better not be a buff. I'm gonna be really irritated at myself because I enjoy covering the buffs. I'm just going to predict some low-hanging fruit here. If you join raids with Teddy Artania before update, raids may break. You guys want to see me break the game? Yeah, too late. I already started the update. That would be hilarious, though. I'm picturing like, oh no, I can't tell you what I'm picturing. That is definitely Vega at night material. That is not Vega at 11:32 a.m. sort of material. Saga Champions Mark looks like Black Knight. Ooh, interesting. Yes, break it. Truth. Do not encourage that sort of behavior. You totally understand. Appreciate the shout out and love. Of course, Truth. Of course, man. Hey, it's nighttime here. Tell us your filthy thoughts. Let's get filthy. I like your attitude. Okay. I mean, this is scary. They're already hitting me with a big old mean serpent. They're like, you should not have downloaded this. You should not. You have made a mistake. Run. That is a big, mean looking serpent. Okay, so Titania, huh? Oh, dude, the new Saga tag is. I see what you're saying about Black Knight. It's cool as heck. But I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. It not being in CCP has me thinking. Has me thinking that maybe this was announced, and you guys know I'm not the best CCP member when it comes to these things. That maybe I just didn't know it was announced. I've asked the question. Let's see. Sometimes you get answers to this sort of stuff like immediately. But sometimes it takes a bit. Let's do at least one more Battlegrounds match. That werewolf one, man. Oh boy. That's like where it's at, man. Like I love werewolf. I love that sort of thing. The whole thing was fun. Is rigged back up yet? That also I don't know. It clearly was bugged, right? They said so yesterday, and like this seemed like they were fixing it, but now that you all reminded me that the update came out today, it has me even more being like, but is it fixed? So I'm not really shocked by any of this. So, all right. And my opponent quit out. We'll do one more. What's up, Mr. B? Oh, Mr. B. Shoot. I'll keep forgetting to write you the email. I will write you an email soon. Very, very soon. Okay, so here's the question from T. When I first did my rank up R3 science video, it was between Titania, Ham, and Luke. Would you rank up change considering your recent love of Luke? I would have struggled with it more. Yeah, because I'm starting to see more what Luke can do, and I don't think Serpent was out yet, or if he was, I did not realize that Luke would be good for Serpent. Titania is just amazing, and in a really weird way. Here, let me do these bands. R3 Silk. Hey ho. She's got to go. Almost again made a bad joke. Let's see. Man, I don't know who to ban. This is wild. I guess we're done. The thing is, one of the reasons my rank 3 Titania showcase is still not out is that I continue to discover new things and ways to play her that aren't like game breaking new to the game. It's just me getting better with playing them. One was utilizing her suppression and trying to get to my special 3 before like a defender even throws a special. So there'll be fights like that in there. And the other one is utilizing her indestructible better to get my own combat power rate going. And I've got examples of both of those that'll go into it. But like the one using the indestructible, it gets an Atuma. I literally did that yesterday. It was a rank 3 Atuma, 6-0, but still. But it was a rank 3 Atuma, and like that's going to go in the video because I do think that's important to cover and to show people. So And then people love Spider-Ham. I mean, Spider-Ham's amazing, right? And so I think it would have just made it more difficult because of how good I see that Luke is. I think that's the best way to put it. Um, all right, all right. Yeah, pop images. We'll have to just wait to see what. I also mistyped it, but they'll know what I mean. Both new champions have great stats. I think they're both going to be really good. I have not been able to test either of them. I'm currently personally more excited for Shothra, but and I think it's really important to add this in. I tend to like Mystics more than any other class. Like, um, yeah, I don't think there's any other way to say it. I think that's pretty clear. I just tend to really like Mystics. Just the way they play, the way they interact with the game. Like we talk about this all the time on the channel, like with like power. They interact with power and power, no matter what, power is involved in every single fight, even if it's the absence of power. It's still just, it's just a big, big thing. Scott, dude, huge thank you. We will get that up as soon as we thank you very much for the donation. If I sign off soon, which there's a chance I do, I will absolutely leave that up, and it will be up for the following stream as well. Okay. Scott Block. Really appreciate that, buddy. And I will read the message here in just a second. I think I need the overseer for something, so let's go Titania. Although I may have needed her for defense. I started talking again. Long-time viewer, but recent subscriber. Oh, thank you. Those are always really cool to see, man. Just want to drop by with a little something to say thanks for all you've done. Continue. Oh, wow. Huge, massive thank you. I know that I think all YouTubers have at least some segment of their viewer base that is like that. They just don't subscribe for whatever reason. Like I think a lot of times people just forget. Um, but particularly because of my tier list, I'm aware of this scenario. So I appreciate the support. Thank you. Okay, so Shocker just did the opposite of what I needed him to do, and I was trying to show you all. Um, in a better world, that ends up being a nice showcase of Titania's combat power rate when she is indestructible, because they typically hit into you and not just back up. What the hell is that? What is going on? Guys, is this the update? Are there other complaints about the update? Oh my goodness. Um, Scott's like, wow, you're really bad at this. This isn't normally how I play. And is anyone having input issues with the update? Um, yeah, I had two just tremendous, like blatantly bad issues there. Like just no, I don't believe there's an explanation for either. The one was how he hit me. I mean, when are the, I know, and I know you're not trying to be like mean. I know what you mean. That's what I was saying too about raids. Like I didn't even think about the fact that there was an update today and them already having issues with raids. I would have probably bet money that there'd be issues with raids today if I had remembered that there was an update. That was particularly bad though. That was, there's a chance I've been streaming for almost 2 hours, so there's a chance that my gameplay's starting to go. Yeah. Look through this matchup a little bit here. Um, Probably should have saved Onslaught for that Killmonger, actually. I know who Jaeger wants me to use right now. I just don't. He talked about how to do this matchup. Um, Ah, screw it. We got a cage. When you got a cage, you use your cage, man. When you got a cage, you use your cage. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. If we focus up, we can get through this, having never done this matchup before and what appear to be really bad input issues. My fault. We had a really nice fight going here. That's not bad for first time, and definitely, yeah. Well, this is what I said. No one watches every video. No one watches all of every video. So repeating myself is not a bad thing. I just am not playing him aggressively, like with backdrafts and stuff, like I would be if he was awakened. I think you'd see a lot of sped up gameplay as I get more familiar with it. And I didn't think my opponent had a great matchup there, so I wasn't too fussed about trying to go super fast. Not trying to be mean, but took advantage of MCoC is like Bug Hydra. Yeah, so when this stuff comes up, what I always remind myself of is like this. You have to go back years, like decade, even more now. I used to love playing. I just said it earlier on the stream, and now I can't even remember it. I used to have playing World of Warcraft. I was like in the original game. I was in Alliance that raided like. And for anyone who's familiar with that game, like my alliance even got the first boss of Nax in the original game down. And no, I don't mean the expansions. I don't mean like we went back and did it. I mean before, was it called Burning Crusade? Whatever the first expansion was, my alliance has gotten Nax down. And I know some alliances have gone farther, but like on my server, that was a big, big, big deal. And we just knew you don't raid on update days or maintenance days or anything like that. You just don't do it. And you know that was Blizzard, a massive, massive company. I typically purposely do not update my phone until a few days after an update, and that's like literally Apple. Like I've driven by their massive spaceship of an office compound. They got money. They got enough money, and like just bugs just happen. Like yeah, it's just is it too much to take out the fun? In this case, raids is bugged. It is. I mean, I'm not happy about it, and I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying that I guess I've gotten used to this in the tech world and the gaming world and stuff. 7-star onslaught from a random Valiant dude. Huge congrats! You're crushing it. MCoC is also really, yeah, that's a great point. I mean, the game's literally 10 years old. Hey Vega, first time on your stream. Really like your take on things. Thank you. Whether I agree with them or not. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate adding that in. And I don't believe that I'm always right. I just at least mean what I'm saying. See, I'm not the only 35 plus game still. Oh, dude, you got to attend some more streams. We got some boys in the 50s here. Maybe not right now, but we do in general. What are you guys saying about champions? Are there some more? Is there some more? God, I gotta claim those, or that's gonna drive me insane. And we'll do one more BG's match. And this is where me getting used to stuff is totally. I should have gone. We talked about Sinister, and I don't have timestamps for any of that stuff. Big fail on my part for sure here today. All right. Is there anything totally new? There's Nefaria. He's an interesting one. Look, until I'm able to really play him, I have to say that there's something about him that I don't think I'm getting, because I know some really smart players that are very excited about him. Like, I don't think Aiden's here right now, but Aiden is extremely excited about him. Or at least he was last I had checked in. And I'm not seeing it as much. And it might just be I need to play him. It also could be similar to like Luke. And I think this is not uncommon with science champions. I think there's just something about the way they operate where it kind of takes us a while. I don't want to say they're meta dependent more than other champions, but with Mystic champions, I usually am like, I see it or I don't. And like Shathra, I see it. I think it's just going to be her damage. But based on what I saw, it looked like at least for War and Questing, she's got plenty of damage. And I think even Battlegrounds. And like all jokes aside, going way back in the stream, remember guys, 46, 47, 48, you're winning a lot of your fights with that, even at the very competitive levels. There's a lot of strategy when it comes to Battlegrounds. And a lot of that's like setting up your defenders and your attackers for success. I'm very pumped up for her. Remember, she's got power steel. I play with my grandchildren. There you go, Nuke. Yeah. I play with my daughters. Like, gaming's just like, I get it right there. I was Nuke saying I'm 50 and still playing. Like, we talked about this on a recent stream. Like, when I first started this channel, even for a couple years, like when I was out in social circles or definitely like with my family, I wouldn't hide it, but I definitely wasn't actively talking about it. And then like, especially in my social circles, like friends we've made and friends of our kids and just friends we made without that. Once I started talking about it, I found some people like just didn't know what I was talking about. Like they're like, oh, that's really cool. And they meant it and they moved on. But also like about half the people were like, can you tell me more? Like, oh my God, what's that like? You still play? That's amazing. Like sometimes I get out my old like NES or my Game Boy or whatever, just like for them for like nostalgic reasons. And then it gave a nice way to talk about MCoC because like way back then, I think that's kind of what MCoC was a little bit. I think now it's like a legit game. We talked about this a lot on the last stream, but like I no longer when I tell people be like, well, it's a mobile game. I think this game's rich and deep enough, complex enough. Maybe computer games or like desktop games or whatever they're called these days are more complex. That's fine. But for me, this is totally serious and real, Hey, what's up, Justin? Seems like a lot of players are coming back. Have you thought about doing a welcome back and intro to BG video? You also list a few of the quality of life changes. So no joke, there was here, I'll answer this question, then we will do one last BG's match. That was part of my reason for doing the Vega Prime account. And I actually do think I learned a lot about starting an account, starting the story quests, just kind of like how it goes, trying my best to keep in mind like that I knew what I was doing already. And I had started a bunch of videos and things on it. A lot of other things happened. But one of the things I said with the Vega Prime was like, I'm taking them both very seriously, my current Vega 5.3 and the Prime account. I'm thinking of them as like having two accounts. And even on vacation, I was playing the Prime account a lot. But one of the things I said, and I'm glad I included it in, I debated whether to say it to you all or not, because I didn't want it misinterpreted, was the only way I'll stop the Prime account is if it's like actively hurting my channel. And you got to go a little bit farther back into this stream to understand what I mean. Is like, it was taking time. It was taking time, and then it was taking time to make those videos and then put them out. And viewers just weren't tuning in. No, I mean, they weren't like terrible. I'm not going to say they're like terrible numbers, but for my channel, they were. And those videos were taking me a tremendous amount of time to make, and we were streaming them, and those streams were not as well attended as others. And so I was like, this is literally actively hurting my channel. So I still have like all those notes and things, and maybe one day I will go back to that. But I think for now, I'm just going to continue to encourage people because you know me, I like to do my best to go back and read chat from my videos. It's getting harder and harder. I definitely don't catch every comment anymore. Like not even close. I know I don't. But when people ask me questions of that nature, I like to direct them to like, hey, try to attend a stream, because that's going to be one of the best places I can really explain these things without taking the time to make the full video and knowing it's not going to perform well. It's really, really crazy how it works. Like having to work with YouTube and the algorithm and what they push out and don't. Like you'll put out a video and its click-through rate will be like 20%, but it'll get shown to less people than a video that has like a 6 click-through rate. How they fully decide that, I don't know. I do know that part of it is your traditional viewers, how many of them are clicking on it? So that adds a whole other level. And I'm not making excuses. I'm just telling you like where my brain's at on this sort of thing is if I'm developing, a channel based on this that you all are finding interesting, I'm finding interesting, and it's working really well together. If I put out something like totally different, YouTube's less likely to push it out because my traditional viewers don't click on it. Like it's just really wild, like how it all plays out. Yeah, you got it, Justin. I like talking about stuff. It's one of the things I'm still working on is like if I'm doing a Battleground stream, I need to go back and do Battlegrounds. And when I do it, I should pay attention to it, and then come back and talk and, that sort of thing. So basically everything I just did, I shouldn't do that. I should wait till the match is over, then come back and talk. Yeah, I think I feel good about that. Professional Yap, you got that right, Mr. Ruff. Is the champ. What's up, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, we'll do this match, and then I'll go back through the chat, see if I've really missed anything. And I think that'll be it for today. It's been a good stream. We made a lot of progress in BGs too. Got the howl. I mean, how often do we howl? I know not nearly enough. Okay. Really tough to leave my boy, Mr. Wolf, on the bench right now, but I think we may need Wolverine Weapon X, and you can't. If you got a rank 3 cage, you use your rank 3 cage. Is it just me, or does it look like Rinter has like a pacifier in his mouth with the Black Knight like labeling? He's like sucking on a pacifier. I do have children. None of them are that young, but maybe being a father has played a role in my seeing that. Did anyone else see it? At least one person, please be like, yeah, I saw it. I definitely saw it. Just one. Little Rentra adorbs. Thank you, Mr. B. Vega, can you check if the UI changed? Yeah. That'll be the sort of thing we'll get back to after this matchup. This is definitely one of those ones where, I mean, I'm almost always happy for my opponent if they win, but I will be very happy if I'm not going to let this person win. But I will be very happy for them if they pull this off. They're coming in with like a rank 4 Stig 200 Fury, made their way up to Vibranium 4 already today. And then here comes along Mr. Whale. That's got to suck ass. I feel badly for him. Let's see how this goes. Again, in case you haven't heard me say, I'd feel even better about this match if he was Awakened, because I could go for intercepts. At least the initial one a lot more confidently. Still going to do it. Let's play aggressive. Let's have some fun. I got to get used to Luke's light. And I got to get used to that guy's specials. Man, he baited me into that one. Whew, this is ugly. This is ugly. Now I can't even block. Someone get me off the stage. Yeah, I'm slow. This is not the game. This is me just playing badly. That was just me playing like crap. Luke can turn off the damage cap. That's crazy. The concussion. So yeah, well played, Mattia. Um, Luke turns off glancing. I think also the damage cap. Concussion is extremely powerful. Concussion is extremely powerful. Yeah. You saw us turn it off Serpent's. Hopefully, y'all did. Or if you go back and watch, we turned off Serpent's immortality with a single concussion. So it is a big deal. I think we're about to lose. I think we're about to lose. I got my girl. I got my old reliable. I got my safety blanket, my whoopee, my comfort. If I lose with her, I deserve it. Lucas, the star of today's show. I think so. Wolf got the howl. Wolf got the scream and the yell, but I think Luke. That's Luke, though, man. You know, I think he packs his lunch every day to work. He puts it in a brown paper bag. You know, that's Luke. You know, like if he played football, he'd be like, "What do you need me to do today, coach? I could play offensive line. I could play quarterback. Whatever you need, man. You tell me what you need." You know. That's just how he is, man. You know, he lets the other people do the hooting and the hollering and the screaming, the werewolfing. And he's like, I brought a brown paper bag, man. I got a tuna sandwich in here and some coffee. And I just came here to kick ass. Um, Future Ant-Man though, like I can't he does that to me a lot. I'm so used to fighting him with my Kushala or my America Chavez or my Hulkling. And like, so whenever I try to use someone else, he just toys with me. Like literally like you just saw. I know you all are like, really? We hadn't noticed. But it's true. It's true. Yeah, yeah. I know. It's wild. It's crazy. Um Really tempted to use Overseer. No, I think this is better. All right. Let's see if we can pull this out. If we do, I feel badly, but it's all right. No one wants anyone to let them win. Yeah, I think we're going to be all right. We'll see. They had a science attacker on the other side, I think, right? Oh no, they went with. Yeah, I can see the thought there. Get deep wounds going, and then a light. I can see that thought there. Yeah, I played that first matchup so badly. I told you guys I feel badly about this stuff, right? Because someone's just coming along. People like me should be out of victory track by now, or at least farther along. Just didn't have the time to do it. What's up, Zode? How you doing, man? So we'll capsulate Mattia here. Well played, dude. You almost got me. And we'll catch up on chat and then we'll sign off. Man, I want to. Me too, Laser. I was making myself hungry on that. I almost mentioned like coffee too, and I could go for another little more coffee. It's still week one. It's okay. Yeah, thanks, Andy. I appreciate you saying that. And last week was such a big week in MCoC that I think it's understandable, you know, like covering, making all those videos and all that stuff. And it's, I mean, no one's like upset about it or like no one's angry about it. It just, feel a little badly. You want people to enjoy the game, have some fun. But I appreciate you reminding me of that. I pay to win, get over it. It's pretty funny, Mike, Matthew. Did Vega manage to draft Luke? I think I took him every time he came up. I did pass him up once in an initial draft, I recall, but he came back up in the second one. It's a Crystal event tomorrow. I think the Crystal opening event is tomorrow, the Crystal Cleanse. Oh, Mike shows a good counter for fam. Yeah, good call, Depressioncito. Yeah, it's tomorrow the 5th. No, the 5th is on Thursday. Okay, looks like you guys all. I did enjoy the Luke Cage TV show. It was good. It's the time zone issue. Oh, yeah. We've run into that with the Australians. It's 2 a.m. in the morning for me. I'm asleep. All right, have a good night, man. Had a hero egg cheese. Oh, gee, you're just okay. BK Tiger, you're just trying to make us jealous now. It looks like Kabam fixed raid. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to fix it. They're on it, from what I can see. The chat has kind of expanded, and they're on it. They're trying to get that sorted. So hopefully they do. I think that's it. I think that's it for today. There's no deals or anything, right? Nothing for us to analyze and look at. No. And what came in the mail? Nothing. Mr. Ruff, are you streaming? I see Captain Bay is actually streaming. Captain Bay is streaming right now. He's doing the Crucible. So if people want to go over and tell him what's up, I think that would be really nice. And just so people know, I know he and Abdo had 2 videos. They truly are friends. And so I think they were joking around with each other. I will say, watching Abdo's, which I did watch, I enjoyed it. If I had not known they were friends, I would have thought they were genuinely upset with each other. So I can understand the slight confusion there. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Huge thank you for the donations from You So Hot, Michael, and Scott Block. That was awesome, dude. I really appreciate all of you coming by, dropping the donations. Everyone hanging out. We'll continue on the Tuesdays, Thursday, having fun. This Thursday, it's my birthday. So Kabam planned their sale very, very well as far as I am concerned. I don't know if I'm going to go all the way out though and get Nefaria. I need to play him a little bit and kind of analyze him. So that won't be the reason why I would go big. I'll have to see what everything is available. At the moment, we really don't know, except for some like really cool, like the Saga, some 6 zones, if I remember correctly, and an Awakening Gem. So those are really big, and a 2/3. Those are obviously things I want. So we'll see, but we'll be analyzing the event regardless, kind of talking it through and that sort of thing. Thank you everyone for being here, everyone in the chat. You guys are why this is fun. Have a great week, everybody. We will see you Thursday. Take care.